In this video, we're going to take a brief overview of the 6080 PLC in the Detroit and Specialist Rotary Air Screws. I'm not going to go over any of the really advanced functions, just the stuff that is most commonly used. From your home screen here, you can select your menu. From there, you will see all the icons and lines. You have run parameter going all the way down to your return or your home button. Your run parameters are exactly what you would see in your operating screen here, which we have been over, which is current running data, real-time data. All very handy information. User parameters have your basic user settings in terms of your pressures and temperature settings for your fan kick on and kick off, star delta settings and load delay times. And you can see there's a few more settings there to do with delays, starts and auto drains. Language settings, pressure settings, temperature settings in terms of MPa, bar, Celsius, English, whatever you like, you can change that to. And then some other basic settings there, which is nothing that you would really use too often. In terms of factory parameters, all of your settings that would offer some sort of protection to the machine or alarm function are found over here. None of these are user settings. We don't encourage users to change these settings unless they are competent in the field of air screws and settings thereof. You can see you have your phase protection there, your high voltage settings, your low voltage settings. All the really important stuff can be found in your factory parameters. Calibration parameters we'll skip. Block parameter. This PLC allows up to 16 machines to be linked together via an RS cable. Each machine can be set as a slave with a slightly different pressure operation and a delay time to turn on or turn off. There are settings that you would need to read up in the manual to be able to configure that correctly. Your maintenance parameters. You would put your maintenance password in. And this is everything to do with the filters on your machine and the life of those filters, the usage you expect out of them. All basic settings. VSD settings, we'll do another video on that, so we'll skip that. There we go. Touch calibration. And confirm that. And this would basically help you calibrate your screen should it go slightly out of sync. Sometimes a power surge or a power dip can cause that, and you need to recalibrate your screen by touching the X. And it will reboot. And now you are ready to carry on operating the touchscreen correctly. Then you have your scheduled pressure and your scheduled work functions. Scheduled pressure, the basic settings for changing your pressure throughout the day. There are 4 different options you can schedule, and this would apply to a variable speed machine only. Then you have your scheduled work, which means you would be able to set the machine to turn on and off 4 times per day for the cycle of a complete week. Your fault record, that would show you any faults that have happened on the machine that have been recorded by the PLC, surges, dips, high temperatures, low temperatures, things like that. That would be fairly common. Once you've seen that, you can move on. Motor VSD settings, we won't go into that. That'll be a separate video, the same as the fan VSD setting. Then your date setting, straightforward. As you can see, you're just going to set your date and your time and hit the return button. And then the final icon is just to take you home. Press that and you are then ready to run.